During World War II, while many figures of heroism are celebrated for their battlefield valor, others demonstrated their courage in quieter, but no less impactful ways. One such individual is Gertrude Truus Wijsmuller, a Dutch woman whose relentless efforts saved thousands of Jewish children from the horrors of the Holocaust. Known for her daring involvement in the Kindertransport, Truus risked her life countless times to rescue children from Nazi-occupied Europe, offering them the chance for a future. This is the story of a woman whose bravery and compassion knew no bounds. Early life and the makings of a hero. Born on April 21, 1896, in Alkmaar, Netherlands, Truus Wijsmuller was raised in a modest but socially conscious family. From a young age, she was instilled with a deep sense of responsibility and compassion for others, particularly those in need. Truus was known for her strong-willed and independent nature, traits that would define her later actions during the war. In 1923, she married Jupp Wijsmuller, a successful banker. Although her marriage provided her with financial stability and comfort, Truus was not content to simply enjoy a quiet domestic life. She was restless, driven by a desire to do more for her community. Truus involved herself in various charitable organizations, focusing on helping children and families in need. However, as the shadow of fascism began to spread across Europe in the 1930s, Truus would soon find her true calling: the rise of Nazism and the need for action. As Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany, the Nazi regime began imposing increasingly harsh restrictions on Jewish people. The situation worsened after Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, in November 1938. Jewish homes, businesses, and synagogues were destroyed, and thousands of Jews were arrested and sent to concentration camps. It became painfully clear that Jewish lives were in grave danger under the Nazi regime. By this time, Truus was already involved in humanitarian efforts, but Kristallnacht became a turning point for her. She realized that countless Jewish children were at risk of persecution and potentially death, and she felt an urgent need to take action. Truus became involved in the Kindertransport, a rescue mission aimed at evacuating Jewish children from Nazi-occupied territories to safer countries. Negotiating with the Nazis. In early 1939, Truus Wijsmuller took a daring step. Knowing that time was running out for Jewish families, she decided to negotiate directly with Nazi officials to gain permission to transport Jewish children out of Germany and Austria. In one of the most perilous decisions of her life, Truus arranged to meet with Adolf Eichmann, one of the key architects of the Holocaust, in Vienna. Eichmann was infamous for his ruthlessness, and any negotiation with him was fraught with danger. Eichmann, initially mocking Truus's proposal, set what he believed to be an impossible challenge. He demanded that Truus arrange the transport of 600 Jewish children out of Austria within just a few days, assuming that she would fail. However, Eichmann severely underestimated Truus's resolve. With fierce determination, she mobilized Jewish organizations, secured travel documents, and coordinated the logistics necessary to carry out the rescue. Against all odds, Truus succeeded. The first Kindertransport mission, which carried 600 Jewish children out of Austria, was completed in December 1938. This was just the beginning of her incredible efforts to save lives, a lifeline for Jewish children. Following the success of the first Kindertransport, Truus Wijsmuller continued her mission to rescue as many children as possible. Between 1938 and 1940, she organized and facilitated the safe passage of approximately 10,000 Jewish children to the United Kingdom and other countries willing to take them in. These missions were dangerous and fraught with uncertainty, but Truus was undeterred. She traveled back and forth between Nazi-occupied territories and neutral countries, negotiating with hostile officials and arranging complex logistics to ensure the children's safety. Truus worked closely with Jewish aid organizations, the British government, and other key players in the Kindertransport operation. However, it was her personal courage and dedication that set her apart. She often accompanied the children on their journeys, comforting them, and offering reassurance as they left behind their families, homes, and everything they knew. Many of these children were terrified, traumatized, and confused, but Truus became a source of strength and comfort during their most vulnerable moments. Facing danger with bravery. Truus Wijsmuller's work required not only organizational skill, but immense bravery. She knew that every time she crossed into Nazi-occupied territory, she risked arrest, imprisonment, or even death. Yet, she never hesitated. Her moral conviction that saving even one life was worth the risk drove her to take extraordinary chances. Truus's involvement in the Kindertransport was only one aspect of her heroism during World War II. After the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands in 1940, she continued to work with the Dutch resistance, helping Jewish families escape the Gestapo and finding refuge for those in danger. Truus was arrested multiple times by the Nazis, but her strong-willed personality and refusal to be intimidated often helped her avoid serious punishment. Her husband, Truus Wijsmuller, supported her efforts despite the enormous personal risk it posed to their own lives. Together, they formed a united front against the Nazi oppression that was sweeping across Europe. The emotional toll of heroism. While Truus Wijsmuller was celebrated for her logistical brilliance and bravery, her work also took an immense emotional toll. Many of the children she rescued were separated from their families, some of whom were later deported to concentration camps. Truus knew the weight of the responsibility she carried. Her role was not only to rescue these children, but to provide them with comfort, hope, and a sense of safety during their journeys to freedom. The Kindertransport was often their last chance at survival. For many of the children, saying goodbye to their parents and homes was heartbreaking, but Truus ensured they were placed in safe homes or foster care upon arrival in the United Kingdom. A legacy of courage. When World War II ended in 1945, Truus Wijsmuller returned quietly to her life in the Netherlands. Despite her extraordinary actions during the war, she never sought fame or recognition. She viewed her role in the Kindertransport as a moral duty, rather than something deserving of praise. However, her contributions did not go unnoticed. In 1966, Yad Vashem, the World Holocaust Remembrance Center in Israel, recognized Truus as one of the righteous among the nations, an honor given to non-Jews who risked their lives to save Jews during the Holocaust. She was also honored by numerous other organizations for her humanitarian work. Despite these accolades, Truus remained humble. She continued to work quietly in her community, helping children affected by the war and advocating for peace and reconciliation. Her post-war life was characterized by the same compassion and selflessness that had defined her actions during the conflict. Truus Wijsmuller's passing and legacy. Truus Wijsmuller passed away on August 30, 1978, at the age of 82. Though her name may not be as widely known as some other World War II figures, her legacy as a protector of innocent lives is undeniable. The thousands of children she saved went on to build lives and families of their own, all thanks to her tireless efforts and bravery. Her story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest times, there are individuals who will risk everything to do what is right. Truus Wijsmuller showed the world that one person's courage and compassion can make a profound difference in the lives of others. And that's the inspiring story of Truus Wijsmuller, the woman who saved thousands of lives during one of history's darkest times. If her bravery moved you, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories of courage and heroism. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.